Alright, this is my Bunker 220 tutorial with the inner route. That is the only way it's possible. So yeah, this route came out as basically as soon as the cell warp was discovered. So it's not really been that experimented with in relation to all the other levels over the past like 25 years. So it's pretty new. There's still some misunderstanding about it, and I'm here to clear up some of that misunderstanding. So let's start off with my hoarded run that I got in when did I get this? In October? Yeah, October 21st. Anyway, starting out with the start of the run. Watch both cinemas, obviously, but one of the big keys, probably the biggest key of 20, is nailing the start here. The start is one of the toughest parts to be good at, or to get good at, I should say. Once you're good at it, you're good at it, but it's hard to get there. I would often spend like 15 to 20 minutes at the beginning of each session just practicing the starting movement, because it can get very tricky at times. So, I start off in right strafe here, and turn right into the crack of the cell, right here. And then as soon as well, first of all, I strafe kind of into the door because I want to glide into the crack here, and then I hold C right. So I do that here, and looking down little does help with consistency, I found, than just looking straight neutral. You can also do what Ace did. We'll get to that later, and he looks like straight down and then looks back up. But yeah, so this is my motion. At this point, I have stopped holding C up. I'm just holding C right now, and I'm turning left into the crack. And at this point as well, I'm also holding Z at the start. You want to hold Z as quickly as possible, which is just to hold it out straight out of the cinema. So I'm holding Z, doing the R warp as quickly as possible. I can't really explain the R warp. If you've done the R warp, you've done the R warp, but this is just like, you have to practice doing it quickly. And you see there, I was able to get like, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 frames. That's good enough for the R warp. And you can see the slap already starting to come out. I'm turning a little to the right still so I can slap the guard. And you also want to get it into your muscle memory to let go of R as quickly as possible. So I think I let go of R pretty quickly here. We'll see. I'm still holding R. And then that's where I let go. And you can see how much I turn into the guard here, because he's basically just standing right behind me. So I have to kind of turn, and I'm kind of reacting to, well, not even reacting, it's just kind of muscle memory at this point. Like I said, it's a lot of practice. But yeah, and then I turn, pick up the key on the wall, hard turn to open Nat's door, and then make a beeline for that door. So let's watch it again in full speed. It looks something like that. The smoother you get on, the better, and it like I said, it's very important to nail that part of the run. That's where a lot of time loss can happen if you're not doing it correctly. So if you think you're doing good, but you're losing time, you just can't seem to pace 20, or you can't seem to pace 20 at all, it's probably because your start is not fast enough. And I just suggest to practice that a lot. Just get that muscle memory developed, and yeah, if they're not looking one smooth motion like that, then you're doing something wrong. And yeah, that's all I can say about that. So now, make a beeline to this door, open it, slap this guard for his ammo. You can get pretty trolled here by the Clob guards. There can be a Clob guard right up here that can back boost you a lot. And then if you turn this corner, you see this Clob guard right here. I got lucky he was walking this way so he couldn't see me, but oftentimes he'll be over by the KF7 guard over here and he'll just immediately back boost you, and it gets pretty annoying. I did find that the faster my starts were, the less likely that this guard was going to be over by the KF7 guard, and thus the less likely I was going to get back boosted. So that's another pointer. If you're getting back boosted by this Clob guard a bunch, then your starts are probably too slow. So that's another motivating factor to get better at the start. So yeah, I like to shoot this guard because, you know, he's right in my direct line to this turn here. And yeah, there's some other people who, like Henrik, I think, and Tyler, don't shoot this guard, but I would say to shoot this guard just because he's in your way. There's no harm in not shooting him. Just one burst. It's not like the 21 strat where you shoot and shoot up into the tape room. Just one burst into him is all you need. Like that. And smooth turns here. And yeah, this time is different in that there's no sandbagging at all. There's 21, you'd sandbag a lot, you'd slow down to get the keycard in the right position. But with this strat, there's no sandbagging at all. You just have to go as quickly as possible. These turns, I'm able to nail pretty good because I had played for 23 the old strat before, which was a much tighter time than 20 is with this strat. But yeah, this might require some practice. These turns here are kind of tricky to nail good, but I do it good here. Open the door as quickly as possible, and now at this point I'm holding, or I didn't mean to unpause there. At this point I'm holding left strafe. I've switched to left strafe, and I'm about to turn towards this door right here. I'm turning towards it in left strafe. When I started this grind, I was C-upping, but that's actually a lot slower than just strafing left. And then you want to open this door as soon as you get to it. Don't shoot this guard immediately, because he kind of just helps you not to go too far past the tape here. So you want to turn to the right as you're in left strafe, so turn to the right. Then open this door and swing back to the left to pick up the tape. Like that. And now you want to switch back to right strafe and turn back to the right to go through the this little hallway here. And this is also where I start shooting. I shoot 2 clips. If you don't shoot the KF7 guard at that corner there, you probably want to shoot 3 clips just so the lure is proper, and the guard will be in the right spot. Shoot 3 here. And then I also swing towards this door. That's faster than just running into it and pressing B and just holding strafe. I swing toward it so I can open it earlier. I get a lucky kind of boost here, which kind of helped out for me. You can get that boost. A lot of times it can fuck you up, but luckily here I was able to manage it. There's 2 ways you can do this here. You can do what I did and hold left strafe until the door is fully opened, or you can switch to holding left strafe, or what I meant to say is I was holding right strafe, but you can switch to holding left strafe here and then turn towards this door. But yeah, I preferred it this way just because it was a better visual for me, I guess. But yeah, either way works. I want to turn toward these double doors as quickly as possible. Open them. And if you've done the lure correctly, the guard should be right outside. Let's go forward a few frames to see where he is. Right there. There's his leg. He's running right outside. And you can start holding Z right now to shoot him. You can start pre-firing. And that's basically what I do. I start pre-firing right as he's at this door, just so he doesn't run down any farther. If he runs down any farther, it's just gonna be slower because you kind of have to like swing back to kill him, and yeah, it's just not good. So you want to ideally kill him right as he's at this door, and yeah, you hopefully get his key. Sometimes they'll just throw the key away, but you hopefully get his key and at least one of his clobs. I get one clob here. I think all the other 20s have both clobs, but I get the epic one clob run here. You kill him in one smooth motion. You're up against this wall here now, so you make a good line towards this turn here. And yeah, now that you've done all that tricky in or out stuff, now you have a time of reflection to just strafe and approach this door. As a lot of you may know, this guard and the other guard over here are very troll, and that's no exception to this strat. So yeah, you'll probably lose some runs to them back boosting you or stepping in your way. But yeah, just something you gotta deal with going for this time. This glass warp I found was harder to hit with the in or out just because you didn't lure as many guards as you would with the outer route. So it's less laggy. So it's harder to hit this, but yeah, just nail it as best you can. I was able to do it with one clob, which was pretty epic. And then you can shoot here if you want. I do shoot here. Again, swing towards the door to open it, and then immediately back switch as soon as possible. The better you can nail this down, yeah, the better, I guess. Boom. And yeah, with all that, you will have yourself your very own Bunker 220. Let's watch the other 20s now. As you can see, mine's not on the ranks because I'm a filthy fucking hoarder. Let's watch Callie's original 20. His filthy fucking hoarded 20. Let's see this shit. He has music on. Doesn't really matter if you want to time music. So he kind of does, you know, like a little look down at the start just to get into position, but then he looks back up and nails a very smooth warp. And we're going down here now. He gets the Clob Guard walking down here. Again, if you get that Clob Guard back boosting you, your starts are probably too slow. He gets pretty close to this wall here. I think he's already starting to go into left strafe, which is... I prefer to open the store as early as possible and then go into left strafe, but he kind of like was already up against that wall. But yeah, these are just some of the ways you can get 20. He does the swing. He gets the little boost as well. Kind of gets hung up on that keycard guard. Nails this warp. Very nice. Gets a little boost at the end. Didn't really help with speed, but kind of helped with the warp. And yeah, that's Callie's 20. And Callie's was actually, I timed all the runs with real time, and his was actually the highest. It was actually like a 21.0 real time. So, yeah. And then we get to the fastest 20 real time thus far, which is Henrik's. We'll mute the music for this. But we'll see. I think he has a similar setup to Callie. Yeah, similar setup to me and Callie. Just kind of a slight look down. And then he gets the walking club again. Callie has or Henrik, I should say, has a pretty similar playstyle here to me. I think except he doesn't shoot that guard. That's the one part. And you can kind of see here, you don't shoot the guard, you kind of have to go around him and then kind of make a wider turn. I mean, he still gets it pretty good, but it's just kind of tougher to nail, and I just prefer to kill that guard. But, you know, you can get 20 either way, so it's not a huge deal. And I think he switches to left strafe a little too late, but doesn't matter. He gets a good key pickup and kills the guard, the JD guard. And then he gets an insane ending here. Insane one-frame glass warp, and then the boost to boot. And this one was, I think, a 20.70, which is, again, the fastest of all the posted 20s. Alright, let's watch Ace's 20. So Ace does something a little different here at the start. He's in full look down as he does the warp. And he gets a very fast warp, which he can get. And then he immediately... You see how the slap just comes out right now? Remember, on my run, the slap came out as soon as I was, like, past the jail cell. But he, like, warped so fast that the slap didn't come out for a few more frames. And you can get, I think the more you look down, the faster warps you're able to get. But then you still have to kind of wait for the slap to come out anyway, so he's able to look up really quickly and get the slap on the guard like that. So, I think, Ace is the only one to have done it that way so far, but some other people might be, if you're good at the look-down warp at the start like that, you might be inclined to try that method. Ace also doesn't shoot the guard. Whatever. Left strafe. He has a very smooth key pickup. Or tape pickup, I should say. The speed of the tape pickup doesn't matter too much because you have to wait for this door to be opening still. You can see he'll pick up the tape really smooth. But he still had to kind of wait a little for the door to be opening there. It's a very nice kill on Dwayne. And yeah, it just nails the ending.
I think it's a low 21.
You would be wrong, Ace. It is actually a 20.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it was a 20.93 when I timed it real time. And mine was like a 20.866. That's what it was. Alright, let's watch the great Tyler P's 20 here. So he'll do the standard what most people do. Kind of slightly look down for that. Jail cell warp. He doesn't shoot the guard again. Left strafe. Very nice kill there. And then just a solid ending. I think he gets... No, he doesn't get the boost. That was a pretty textbook 20. If you wanna run, which I think the average 20 will look like, I think this is it. This is just a very solid textbook 20. Nothing too remarkable about it, but also nothing that will prevent it from not being a 20. Just very solid. And finally, this was just posted today as I'm recording this. Jesper Tim Elias Zoderland. Probably did not pronounce that right at all. We can just call him O Circles. One of the two Red Panda stands in the elites, the other being EC, of course. So let's take a look at this 20. I only watched it once, I think. It was very cursed. So let's see here. So his warp is pretty slow compared to the rest of the 20s. You can see here the time his hand starts coming out. If the video wants to load. I'm like frame advancing. Alright, when does this hand... See his hand? His hand is like, you can barely see the finger there. It's coming out before he's crossed the jail cell. Remember, you want the hand to come out after the jail cell to get an optimal slap. But yeah, he is able to get the slap in. He shoots the guard. He opens the door a little bit late. So far, this isn't looking like a 20, or this isn't looking like a 20. Yeah. But we'll see what happens. He left strafes there. He starts shooting super early for some reason. I don't know why he's shooting this early. It's going to cause the guard, as you can see, to be further up than he should be. He shoots so early and for so long, and I don't know why. But you can see as he turns, the guard's not there. The guard is actually, and you can see he came out so wide that the guard is going to be in more running down the hallway still, and now you kind of just have to like turn and like spray and pray pretty much and hope that your bullet lines up in the guard's line of running. And it's also slower too, because you have to turn and then turn and turn back and get on your line, you know? So, I would not recommend doing what he does here. But you can see, after he kills this guard, he gets a boost I've never seen with this strat before. I've never seen it, and I'm very mad that he got this boost. And I think some other people are too, but... this boost, I've never seen that with this strat, and I played this level for like 30 hours. I never saw that. So that is like a 1 in a million boost, basically. Like, the boosts you get from these guards have to be like 15 times more common, and they're super rare. So that tells you all you need to know about the boost he gets on this run. But he nails the ending. I'll give him that. He has a very good ending. And it was just enough for 20. Yep. So those are all the 20s thus far. Yeah, that's my tutorial. Good luck on the grinds, and thank you for watching.